Hi, I'm Wes, and I love talking about the Rangers, and I'm here to talk about Game 63 of the regular season, where the Rangers lose 4-2 to the Boston Bruins. Let's get into it. Yeah, Rangers fans are not too pleased with this loss, and I mean, who can blame them? You're playing one of the worst teams in the league towards the bottom of the standings, with no real scoring touch, with bad defense, and shaky goal. Oh, wait, what's that? Oh, that's the Blue Jacket script. My bad. No, you're playing the Bruins! The Boston Bruins! The fastest team in NHL history to get to 100 points, having one of, debatably, the most historically great season of all time. Who have David Pastrnak, who, if it weren't for Connor McDavid being Connor McDavid, would probably be the best goal scorer in the sport of hockey. Who have probably the best defensive scheme in the past, half decade in the NHL. And who have Linus Ullmark. By the way, backup for him is Jeremy Swayman, but starting Linus Ullmark, whose numbers would look just really, really good, even in the dead puck era. You're not playing a bad team. You're playing a historically great team. And you go into it short-manned because you're, again, 5 defensemen, 11 forwards. You go into it with 16 of 18 possible skaters, and you get beat in their house. Why are we shocked? I love the New York Rangers, and I want them to win every single game, go 82-0 every year, and then 16-0 every Stanley Cup playoffs, and then win the Cup. That'd be awesome. I love the team. That being said, I understand what was happening today. It was a team that is historically great, facing off against a team that's pretty darn good, but still getting used to each other, is missing some very important pieces, and missing literal players on a roster, and I was kind of expecting this. Refer to this message that I sent to the Rangers group chat I'm in about halfway through the first period. It was obvious what was going to happen. And credit to the New York Rangers. I actually thought they did better than I expected. They played it pretty darn close for the majority of this game. Down by 1 till over halfway through the third period. 8 minutes left thereabouts, and you were still only down by 1. Against Boston in their barn. Boston made some errors today. Rangers also made quite a few errors. I thought the Rangers' defense was terrible. You're playing with 5 defensemen and missing 2 of your top 4, debatably 2 of your top 3 defensemen. And people are shocked that the Rangers lost. And no, this would be like if you had a race and the guy next to you is on a motorcycle and then you are on a regular bicycle, like with pedals that you have to do with your feet, and you don't have handlebars. I'm not saying that it's okay to lose games. That is not what I'm saying. But look me in the eye and tell me that if the Rangers had all 12 forwards, if Tyler Mott hadn't got injured, right? If Lindgren hadn't got injured, if Miller hadn't got suspended, and you had all 6 defensemen, if you were fully at full strength with a full roster of players, look me dead in the eye and tell me that the past 3 games would still end 3-2 win over Philly, 5-3 loss to Ottawa, 4-2 loss to Boston. Look me dead in the eyes and say it. I'm not saying that it's good to lose these games, but you cannot look at this and say it's indicative of the New York Rangers at the moment. The defense is terrible, but you're missing a man. You're playing bottom, debatably AHL defensemen with some of them over 22 minutes a game. I'm just not shocked. Lafreniere played a solid game. Really nice tip-in. Gorgeous shot from along the boards that just snuck its way through Linus Ullmark. He beat him twice. Hell, most teams can't even beat Linus Ullmark twice in a game. So that was super impressive for him. Igor, I thought, played great, even though it's like 20 of 24. I thought he had some really, really good saves. It felt, again, like every time the Rangers would give up a shot, it was the shot. But again, I'm not going to lay into the team for losing games against a team that is genuinely just, no matter how you slice it, a lot better than you. But that being said, they're a lot better than any team in the sport, while you're also down 2 of your 2 men. You're down 2 players. Just not even just like, oh, you're missing 2 players from injury, but people are saying, no, you're just down 2 players. I'm not going to rip apart this team when you're not complete. Now, when Thursday comes around and you can have a full roster of players, even if you're still missing Ryan Lindgren, and Tyler Mott, even if they're still both out of the lineup, but you have 6 defensemen and 12 forwards, and you play Montreal, and then you get beat, we're going to have a different conversation. But when you go play Montreal and inevitably win, because it's Montreal and you should have a full roster of players by then, it's not going to be a shock. But that's it. You play again next Thursday. You're in Montreal, 7 o'clock. I'll be here afterwards to talk about it. But for today, that's all I have. So if you enjoyed the video, please consider to like and subscribe. Thank you all so very much for watching. I hope you all have an absolutely fantastic day. And as always, go Rangers.